everyone, if p of 2x minus 1 equals x squared plus ax plus 6 minus a, we're going to find the sum of the coefficients of p of x. The first thing we need to do is to make sure that we have p of x here. So we want to set this to equal x. So 2x minus 1 equals x. Now, as you can see, that's kind of confusing when you have these two x's. So for now, let's just change it to y. So we're going to change this to y and then change it back. And now solve for x. So you get 2x equals y plus 1. Divide both sides by 2. So x equals y plus 1 divided by 2. Now I'm going to change back my y and put it as x. So when I plug this in, or substitute this in for this x, I should get x. And then when I do, if I did this right, and when I do, I will plug it, also substitute it in for these two x's here. So let's try it and see. We have p of 2x minus 1. And we're substituting in x plus 1 divided by 2. Now let's just see what this equals here. Well, the 2's will cancel. And then you're going to have p of x plus 1 minus 1, which equals p of x. So we did this right. Double check mark. Now, since that is correct, we're going to substitute this expression into these x's here. So we have x plus 1 divided by 2 squared plus a times x plus 1 divided by 2, and then just add your plus 6 minus a. Now, simplifying this, we're going to get p of x equals, now this numerator is just going to be x plus 1 times x plus 1. So it's going to be x plus 1 times x plus 1. And the denominator is going to be 2 times 2 because you're just multiplying it twice. So that's x squared plus 2x plus 1 divided by 4. The second part, that's like a over 1. So just multiply that. That's ax plus a divided by 2. Then add your 6 and then minus a. Now, in the next slide, what we're going to need is our common denominator to be 4. So to make this 4, and I'll do it on the next slide, but I'll start it here. That means to make this part of 4, I'm going to have to multiply the denominator by 2 and also the numerator. This is a 1 right now. So to make that 4, I change that to 4 and multiply the numerator by also 4. So you're just expanding everything. So what we'll get is, and I'm going to go ahead and distribute here. All right, so the next step is going to be x squared p of x equals x squared plus 2x plus 1 divided by 4 plus 2ax plus 2a divided by 4 plus 24 minus 4a divided by 4. To simplify this further, now that we're dividing by 4, that's the same as multiplying by 1/4. So I'm just going to multiply everything through by 1/4. And we get x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus 2ax plus 2a plus 24 minus 4a. All right. Now we're going to simplify some of this, and we want to group our x's together. So we have 1/4. We only have one x squared, we have this is a x and this is a x. So I'm going to group those together. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a 2x. So I pull out a 2x. Now, at this point, the way you do this might vary from what I'm doing, but you should still come up with the same answer. So there's some shortcuts to this, but I'm just doing it the long way. So if you're doing it a little bit different, that's okay. So when you pull out the 2x, that's going to be 2x 1 plus a. All right, so there's your x. And then the rest are all constants. These four are all constants, so let's just add those up. So that's going to be 1 plus 2a plus 24 minus 4a. Now this little bit, and that's it for that. Now this little bit is going to be 25 minus 2a for that. So I'm going to go to the next slide, and we're going to have p of x equals x squared. Well, let's put the 1/4. 1/4 x squared plus 2x times 1 plus a plus 25 minus 2a. And this is like x to the 0. Remember, x to the 0 equals 1. So this is basically your constant term. Now, when I distribute through, I'm going to get 1/4 x squared plus, and you distribute that, you're going to get 1/2 x times 1 plus a. And then we'll just keep this as 1/4 times 25 minus 2a. All right. So we distributed the 1/4. Now, the only thing we have to do, now this is a constant. A constant is not a coefficient. So we really don't have to deal with this. We can kind of cross this out, because all we need is the coefficients. So now all I have to deal with is this. So we're going to get 1/4 x squared. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply these two. So you get plus, and I'm going to put the x in the back. So that's going to be 1/2 plus 1/2 a times x. So I just moved this x back here and distributed the 1/2. All right. Now, the coefficients are these numbers. This is the coefficient of x squared. This is the coefficient of x. So we're just trying to find the sum. So all we're going to do is add those up. So we have 1/4 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 a. All right. So simplifying, 1/2 plus 1/4 is 3/4. And then we have plus 1/2 a. So that's your final answer. And then remember, for that, that's like saying 1/4 plus 2/4 if you're trying to do the common denominator. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.